Saving time and money while opening new markets. It might sound too good to be true to many screen printers, but Randy Parr from OSE North America points out that digital technology is changing not only how screen printers work, but what they actually print on. I'm James Krause for Screen Printing Magazine. Randy, can you describe some of the challenges facing screen printers and how digital technology can help?
Really, the basic challenges are how can they be more profitable, how do they grow their business, how do they distinguish themselves from the competition. There are ways that a digital workflow can address those concerns while enabling new opportunities and applications. One example is short-run printing. The digital UV printer, like the OSE Arizona series, there's no costly, time-consuming make-ready involved as there is in screen printing. The setup, in this case, ripping of a file to produce one digital print is the same as to produce 1,000 prints. So now a screen printer can offer cost-effective short-run digital printing, so it allows them to increase the customer base as well as get new work that they wouldn't have made money on before.
So short runs help meet one need, but what about new markets altogether?
There's opportunities, the digital workflow to do personalization, where you can introduce variable data. So for instance, you can print each individual piece with a different graphic on it, with not having the need to burn screens for all those individual impressions. Those sort of applications can really all of a sudden become an opportunity to make some good margins.
How is this technology being used in the marketplace? Are screen printers driving any innovation?
We get surprised by what our customers will print on, and it's really where the OSE Arizona flatbed shine. Screen printers they'll love the ability to place a regular shape piece on the stationary vacuum table and print really high accuracy, consistency, and nearly photographic image quality up to objects 2 inches thick. The nice thing is, because of the stationary flatbed table with a vacuum system, they don't need a special jig to hold the pieces in place. You can simply print a template onto bond paper and then lay the pieces down into the correct location, and then we can print conventional substrates as well, or print onto pre-manufactured items like ceiling tiles to doors to CDs and DVDs.
So it sounds like a screen printer could help serve existing markets more effectively, but then open up a market that really didn't exist previously.
Exactly, and that's the beauty of it, is that you're not limited by the technology. It forces you to be creative. People that look at this and they say, well, what am I going to do with it? I usually say, talk to creative people. If you're working with an ad agency, get them down there, show them your capabilities, and they'll probably come back with some amazing ideas to drive business your way.
You mentioned OSE's Arizona series. Could you just give us a brief background?
Well, it came out in 2006. We showed the 250 GT, and that was our first model. It is the platform now that all the subsequent models were based on. So every model that's come out, we've improved it in some way. The next model that came out was the 350 GT, and we introduced white ink. We came out with a larger table. 4x8 was really pretty much the standard. We came out with an 8x10 foot image area on the XT line. We also introduced something what we call like a dual origin. If you're printing 4x8s and you have an 8x10 foot table, we can split that table into two independent zones, say, so that when one board is printing, you can be setting up the next board so that when it completes, it just moves over and prints on the second board. So it really gives you nonstop printing. Since then, we've recently introduced the 550 GT and the OSE Arizona 550 XT, and that raises the bar as far as productivity is concerned, in that the 550s now have a new print mode, which we call the Express mode. We can produce over 24x8 boards per hour on the new 550 XT, which translates to 709 square feet per hour. So very productive.
When OSE is developing these technologies, what factors into the process? How do you decide where to focus?
I think really it starts with listening to the market. That's something we did way back before we even started designing the 250 GT. We conducted some industry polls and determined what is it they're looking for. And number one, surprisingly, was image quality. It wasn't speed or cost, but it was image quality, time and time again. So really, that's what we focused on. We tried to keep the cost and complexity at a minimal level, and we came to market with a product that everybody loved the quality, could also justify the expense of buying a new piece of equipment.
That was Randy Parr, the marketing manager for OSE North America's display graphics products. You can get more information by visiting oseusa.com. I'm James Krause for Screen Printing Magazine.